So I know that we want to all talk about the tests, but what are the tests? Well, before I tell you what the tests are, before I say this, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I don't want to seem insensitive to anybody, because what I'm talking about right now is basically saying that cancer can be avoided. Now, what I'm not saying is that all forms of cancer, or any other disease for that matter, is your fault. So now we can talk about the test. What is the test? Well, the test is the disease, or the diseases, which means when it knocks on your front door and you have it, and you're sitting there and you get the news from the doctor, well, at that moment, have you equipped yourself? What do I mean by that? Exercise, eating habits, nutrition. Are you a smoker? Do you drink? Are you a heavy drinker? These are the type of things that get you prepared for the test beforehand. Because every single disease that there is talks about those things, and it also talks about mindset. We know about depression, we know about different things that can cause us to fall into depression. And although that is a separate topic, at the same time, it all ties in together. We have to stay positive, we have to do things that brings about a positive mindset and a positive lifestyle. A lot of those things are tied up in appearance. They're tied up in how we feel about ourselves, self-evaluation. We all know that, it's that man in the mirror, that woman in the mirror. When we look in the mirror, we got to see something that we like. Oftentimes, if we don't, we fall into situations where we sit back and think about our weight, how we're perceived, and those type of things can damper our mood, so to speak, from the test. Because when the disease gets here, like I said before, I know we all want to talk about, well, it's here, why'd it happen to me, these types of things. Well, it's here and it's in front of you. So now we can't look backwards. There's no side view mirror here. We have to look forward through that front big windshield, and it is a big windshield. But it starts off being a big windshield by us understanding that we can do things that can make our chances better. If we walk into that doctor office healthy, if we walk into the doctor office more often, speak with our primary care physician, go on regular visits, regular checkups, talk about these things. Because I like to call cancer the elephant in the room. Why the elephant in the room? Because we all know it exists. So understanding that it exists, why not talk about it? Well, I know why we don't want to talk about it, because it's scary. Trust me. Like I said before, I'm here with you guys today because my brother passed away from it. I have a nephew that I feel like obviously has to watch himself, and family members, even myself included, that we're all subjected to this, because we know once it's in your family, there's a chance. So with that being said, I choose to talk about it. I don't choose to be silent. I choose to go get checkups. I choose to sit back and understand that with talking about it, with understanding symptoms, with understanding my body and health and nutrition. And I'm not saying that you have to be at the top of all these things, but just being conscious about these things and making the right decisions, it gives us all a better chance, as opposed to doing the opposite and going in to get checkups and never getting screened. Let's say for the ladies for breast cancer, or for the gentlemen for, asking about colon cancer and prostate exams and different things. And whether it's the time to do it, or whether your doctor thinks it's too early, well, then he'll give you or she'll give you the opportunity to say, you know what, he or she cares about this, and next time we can talk about it. Or we can set certain precautions up where the years come into play, where we know, okay, cool, at this age we're gonna look for this. With this pain we're gonna look for this. Because not seeing a doctor on a regular basis causes a couple different things. It's almost like when you miss a bunch of different days of classes and you come back and you ask somebody for the notes. Well, the notes may be 15 pages long because you haven't been here in a while. So it's the same thing for a doctor. You're not giving doctors opportunities if you don't show up. If you don't build a case for yourself so your doctor can understand who you are, what your body is, how it reacts, and things of that nature. Because your doctor can save you time along with yourself saving you time. But if you never walk into that office and don't continue to build that relationship and ask these questions, then it'll be the elephant in the room. Something will happen and you'll just kind of try to walk around it and say, hey, my back is hurting, or my jaw is hurting, or I've been sweating at nighttime, or whatever it is. And those are the type of things that come along with early detection. Because when my brother was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, his one sign before the other sign started, his first and one only sign was his jaw was bothered. At the time, we actually thought that he had a toothache, or it was some molar issues, because he always had stuff that was going on with his teeth. So it started there, then it built up into weight loss. He wasn't really a big guy, so weight loss wasn't big either, right? So now we're at 2 strikes. Then the third thing was he started to have night sweats, and then that was totally out of the ordinary. He was waking up in pools of sweat, and then my mom basically forced him to go to the hospital, or go see a primary physician. And then as a result of that, we started to go down the line of different things. First they talked about lupus and then other things, and then we finally made our way to Hodgkin's lymphoma. But I'm not sure of this, and I don't know, but at the same time, maybe if we reacted earlier, we could have a better chance. On top of it, lifestyle. My brother smoked. So once again, Hodgkin's lymphoma, not lung cancer. He smoked cigarettes. He got Hodgkin's lymphoma, not lung cancer. I'm not attributing that straight to the cigarette companies, but at the same token, we all know, like I said before, the alcohol, the liquor consumption, food, eating properly. And we're all convicts of this, so to speak. We're all guilty. I'm guilty myself. The difference is understanding your guilt and finding a median and saying, you know what, I actually want to do better at this, because there are things out there that can harm me and that are bad for me. So in closing, before I bring you the exercise tutorials along with the nutrition, and I sit down with the cancer researchers and the doctors and the other researchers of all these different diseases, I really just wanted to do a real heartfelt message to you guys and just let you guys know that we all have a responsibility that we have to do. And it's not only the doctor's responsibility, we have our own responsibility to be in charge of our lives, to be in charge of our destinies. So during this time, I myself am going to take responsibility. I'm going to lead this charge. I'm going to show you guys a lot of the stuff that I'm telling you, all the things that I'm telling you, I'm going to go do myself. I'm going to go get these checkups. I'm going to go make sure my nutrition is right. I'm going to go check up on my body and different things of that nature, and make sure that all the things that I'm telling you that I'm living by first. And I'm going to challenge you guys to live right. If I'm going to challenge you guys to live right, then I have to live right myself. Thank you so much again. Cancer +1.